Hello, dear podcast. Today I'm here with my co-host,
Josiah,
and Elisha Gibbs.
And we're here with a special guest, Coach Rob. And today we're going to dive in about March Madness, about who he is, and about crossover in the basketball program. So, Coach Rob, will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
First of all, thank y'all for having me. A little bit about me. I'm a native of Danville, Illinois. Education-wise, I got my associate's degree from Danville Community College and got my bachelor's degree from Bethany College in Kansas. As a player, high school, played for Danville High School, some powerful teams. Was blessed. State qualifying finish sophomore year. Went junior college route, was a JUCO All-American. Had to go the NAIA route, was an NAIA All-American. Then I was blessed to play professionally over in the British Basketball League for teams in England and Scotland as well. Coaching-wise, I've coached at the high school level. I've coached at the junior college level. I've coached at the pro minor league level, and I've coached at the high school level as well.
Yeah, that sounds great. So will you tell us your thoughts on bringing a 11-15 team to a 22-8 record team that's a championship contending team?
It's all the process. Like I said, it starts with you guys before believing in the process. And I think y'all did a great job of buying in and doing what y'all need to do on a day-to-day basis. As you believe in the process, you're willing to put in the work, the results will come. And you guys did a great job of that. Once you start seeing results, and we started seeing results early, even though we didn't, honestly, you really look at it, there was a major part of the season we didn't have our full team, but we were still able to get it done with the next man up mentality, which was a joy to watch. And it was a joy to watch y'all grow as we went along with this process as well.
Yes.
Okay. So taking that, what were your thoughts on the crossover record last season?
Oh, it was great. Like I said, I came in with no expectations. I came in just with a job, and I felt like a purpose of being here. And it was more than basketball, but really just watching y'all get better. Was real excited, and it was a great and fun season.
Okay.
All right, so diving into these actual questions about March Madness, who is your team for March Madness this year, and are they still in the tournament?
No, they're not. Bless my heart, I'm a diehard University of Illinois fan, so it didn't go the way we expected it, but my expectations are realistic. Shout out to the coaching staff there. Now I'm hoping BYU makes a little run because I got a former player of mine, Brandon Dunson, who's on the staff there. Okay. So I'm rooting for those guys. I got relationships with a lot of coaches and staff that's going on, but I really just enjoy the game. I'm a little disappointed that there's no mid-majors or low majors, which I think it makes the tournament when you got more of those guys knocking off the big guys. Yeah. But with the NIL movement, it's going to be pretty tough. Yeah. Like as far as for mid-majors to be able to match with NILs. Honestly, like one of my coaching friends just said it. Said pretty much low majors and mid-majors are becoming glorified junior colleges. Yeah. Because when kids go to a low major or mid-major and they do very well, pretty much it's going to be more NIL money coming from the high majors. And you can't get mad for somebody who's able to change their family and their circumstances.
Yeah. So as you know, you said that your team already lost in March Madness. So who are you now most excited to see play?
I think I'm watching BYU because, like I said, of the relationship, but also a fun team to watch is crazy. The team they're going to face is Alabama. I believe they're one of the best efficient. Both of them are actually really efficient offensive teams. So it's going to be really interesting matchup with those two guys. But honestly, there's a good matchup across. It's a reason why it's only 16 teams left. And whoever's the best team on that night is going to win pretty much.
Yes.
And it's wide open. I don't really think it's a real favorite. I know a lot of people feel Duke is, but Duke is still young. As great and talented as they are, they're still young.
Thanks. So which bracket is more exciting to watch, the boys or the girls?
Actually, girls. I think girls sports right now, and I'm a college fan anyway, boys and girls. And then also football. I'm a college fan more than a pro. But I think the girls side has really, and it's fun to watch with the WNBA growth, with Unrivaled in the offseason. And then, it's a great time for women's sports. And then you got, unfortunate to see Juju Watkins tear her ACL, which is one of our favorite players to watch. And then there's just so many out there. The freshman at Vandy is real nice. The guard at Florida State is nice, and I love the way they're spreading it out. And then OU just got the number one player, incoming player in the country, which I think is going to make it even more. I love the way they're spreading it out, and it's balanced, and it's going to be even more competitive.
Yeah.
If you really look at it, because like I said, I love basketball. So even my son, my 9-year-old son, be doing it now to where we even look at attendance in games. And we'll guess and see, like, what was the attendance there. And it's great to see the women's game. Like, some of those games be 10,000 plus, which is pretty cool just to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about crossover success as a basketball team this year?
I'll repeat it.
Bro, like,
No,
y'all put this
it's like
question
I
through
said,
time.
it was really awesome. It was pretty cool just thinking about the process of why I wanted to be here, and I really feel like God's timing is always perfect timing with me. So me and my wife and kids decided over spring break that we were going to move back to Tulsa, and pretty much that's how the process went. Like, we're in our hometown of Danville, Illinois. So we had been thinking about the last couple of years, which I was blessed enough to turn down a couple of college jobs. But my 8-year-old son, who's 9 now, and he was just pushing coming back to Tulsa, just pushing. So I told my wife before we came on spring break that we need to fast. So we fasted for the week. And I told our kids, I asked them, I said, so what do y'all want to do? It was like, we want to move back to Tulsa. I said, look, if y'all want to move to Tulsa, we need to pray. I said, y'all need to pray. And if Dad gets a job that he wants, that he likes, I said, we'll move to Tulsa. So that's what we did on the process. Now, I had some friends out here, some coaching friends who I reached out to and let them know I was coming back. So some what, I ain't gonna say the names, 5A schools, 6A schools had reached out to me, athletic directors did. And then when Coach Kiana, shout out to Coach Kiana, when she brought me in here on the visit, she told me what crossover was about. I called my wife and I told her before I left campus, I said, I want that job. You know, because I love the fact that crossover, it's a Christian school, so you can garner more spiritually, and then also it's a high academic school. I think you guys are really set up for success, and I don't think y'all really realize it, how great it is, to where even some of my coaching friends was like, I don't know, it'd be hard to get hoopers there. I'm like, that's the least of my worries. I believe if you get the right kids who are willing to work and buy in, I'm like, it's going to sell itself. And that's exactly what y'all did this year, to where, like I said, we got so much on stake, and y'all gonna realize coach is just crazy when it comes to scheduling. We got but I look at stuff like when we schedule against Powers, it's an opportunity for you guys, you know, and I'm about exposures and giving you guys opportunities. So I'm willing to go play like a team that I know that's like a national power, just to get you guys better and get you guys a chance of getting some exposure. So we got some more stuff. Like I said, I'll discuss after the podcast and let y'all know some of the ones that we've been able to schedule. So
Okay, so as yourself being a coach, what does it take, like, for a team to basically, what separates the good teams from the bad teams, from the winning teams?
What I've been really trying to install in y'all, which y'all got better, but y'all still need to grow on. I really feel good teams are led by coaches, a good coach. I think great teams are led by players, to the point where I think players, I think it's better like peers hearing and getting on each other about certain things. I really think that takes a team to another level. And I've been blessed to be a part of championship teams, and I've seen and witnessed it. Like one of the ones that y'all had when we had in workouts, AAU, Elijah Landrum and Marvin, our assistant coach, both of them I was able to help, and won the state championship at Tulsa Central High School 2014. So they've been a part of some state championship teams. And just watching and the growth of that, I think that's what separates good teams from great teams. It's like the accountability and the leadership from the players.
That's good. So what would you say is an ideal like player that you would want on a team?
But that's on crossover or just period?
Yeah, period.
Woo. Players are different. I really feel like players who can be elite or help teams without necessarily scoring, but are capable of scoring. One of my favorite pro players who I think is a winner, defines winning, is Drew Holiday, Boston. Like I said, you think about it, like when he got removed from Milwaukee, Milwaukee has never kind of really recovered, even though they've got talent. Like, a lot of people argue Damian Lillard is better than Drew Holiday, but Drew Holiday is a champion, and he plays like a champion. To where now he goes over to Boston, they win one, they got a chance to win another one because he just plays hard on both ends, and he does the little things. He doesn't require shots. He doesn't require a lot of stuff. He just helps improve the team.
So, what are some things for the next season that you're looking forward to fixing?
First of all, we're going to get stronger. I feel like everybody in our program needs to get stronger. So that's going to be our focus in this offseason. Like I said, we'll have a weight program that hopefully they'll commit to, that everyone will commit to. Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's going to be part of it. Of course, we're going to get some basketball action, but really lifting, like getting stronger. I really believe the physicality, especially of some of the bigger schools that we played this year, kind of knocked us off our wheels, where if we get that in, I think that comes with confidence.
Yes.
Like, once you get stronger, you'll have a more confident aspect on both sides of the ball with it. So our biggest thing is getting stronger and, of course, improving ball handling and shooting.
Yeah.
Okay. So where can people find like your work or like what you do, if there is anything that you do?
I don't know. I mean, as far as playing or even probably coaching related, there's some articles floating around still. Even though I'm a little bit older, just turned 48, it's still some playing day articles up there, some coaching related articles. Like I said, I've been blessed to be attached to a lot of great players at different levels. And my focus with players, even from the pro minor league level, my focus was trying to help players get international paying jobs or G League jobs or even NBA jobs, which I was able to help one of my players get on with the Chicago Bulls. And then even like at the junior college levels, they helped them get to the Division I level, which I was able to help some of them. Yeah. Then even the high school level helped get to the Division I level. But nowadays it's different. With NIL, like I said, it's tougher on high school kids because on the totem pole, it's like high school kids are fifth. And that's one of the blessings I got too. I've got a lot of coaching friends at different levels. I've got high major head coaches, high major assistants, D2 head coaches, D2 assistants, junior college coaches, and I've even got some families in the coaching business. So I stay in tune, and the rules of the game change. Yes. Like every 3 days, it seems like it's a new rule, and then there's like people who don't understand rules and they spread them out. So it's pretty cool, and I tell people this day and age, you get in where you fit in.
Yes.
Like, and if you want to go to a higher level, you can work up. Yeah. You know, but another thing too, this is what I hate too with a lot of players and a lot of adults sell players about Division I. All Division I's are not great situations. Yeah. Like I said, I've talked to head Division I coaches where they don't have money on their budget, or their facilities not up to par, or even their crowds are not good, and you might have a smaller situation where the crowds are better, their money's better. Like, so you get in where you fit in. Yeah. You know, so, and then, like I said, you never know. Like I said, I had to go the small school route, and I'm thankful that I did because I learned a lot, and I also had great experiences.
Yeah.
So to end our podcast today, thank you for joining us with Coach Rob to talk about March Madness, crossover basketball, and his personal life.
All right, before we go, I would like to say to succeed, you have to fail multiple times, and then you will get there. I believe that you came in and you gave great insight to the basketball program, and you really helped develop the players and myself as not just players as in men, as in life terms. A lot of things I could take away from that season. I'm looking forward to my senior season to play for you, and I can't wait. So with that, I would like to say thanks for joining us. Dan Podcast. Y'all don't forget to subscribe and share and stay connected. We out. Brandon McBee.
Josiah.
Elisha Gibbs.
Coach Rob.
The Den.